Hello, our headphones. Good. Um, Hi, welcome. KOSS Porta Pro KSC75 clips. Yaxi pads, used, very used. I must have got these 2 years ago, and I got them when I had regular Porta Pros with Porta Pro drivers, which, as you guys know, these are not. These are the KSC75 drivers. Very interestingly, I think these are slightly smaller than these. They're definitely flatter. So the yaxi pad envelops it fully and feels a lot better than it does on these. I don't know how else to describe that. These are actually the ones that came with the KSC75, which I had put these on and then I put them back and now I got them back on. It turns out that when you put these on here, and I did stretch my headband out a little, which I think I kind of messed it up, but when you put the KSC75 on the Porta Pro headband, it seems to it definitely brings the driver closer to your ear, which in my experience made the bass a lot more present, tighter, if you will. And it also seemed to, it doesn't make a lot of sense because it feels like the highs should also go up as you bring the driver in closer to your ear. But to me, it just seemed to kind of make the highs sort of stay around the same, but definitely boost the bass a bit. Now, on this side, we know these are, I don't want to say bass boosted in comparison, but higher in the bass here. Interestingly, once you add the pad and you add the clip, and there's a lot of play here. I don't know if you can, I'm not gonna be able to do a very good job here, but there's a lot of play in here, much more than exists with the KSC75 because of this little thing, I believe. It seems to kind of restrict the motion of the KSC75, but with the Porta Pro driver, there's a lot of motion here, and that allows for a very, very comfortable fit. And I have found these, so far at least, these to be a little bit more comfortable, and the sound, it seems to me to be a lot more similar because the lows on these, they tame up a little bit and it seems to give it a little bit more air for some of those highs to come in a little bit more. So they seem to sound a little closer to each other, and it just comes down to comfort after a while. So I'm thinking I'm gonna keep these up here for when I'm working, and I'm gonna bring these down for gaming. But because of this sick, twisted hobby that we all decided to participate in for no good reason, you know that I'm gonna have to bring these back up, and sometimes I'll use those, and sometimes I'll use those, and yeah. Thank you, fellas, for and some ladies are on there as well, for sharing your thoughts on this hobby of ours. And I'll probably never do this again because it kind of sucked. See ya.